Fans, welcome to Tucci Stadium on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University for today's men's lacrosse game between the Aurora University Spartans and your Illinois Wesleyan University Titans. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and fans. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Thank you for your assistance in providing a positive atmosphere. The anthem was played before the start of the women's lacrosse game earlier today, so let's meet today's starters. First for the Spartans, number 4, Tyler Forstall. Number 19, Zach Klug. Number 20, Austin Spokley. Number 23, Dylan Kranjus. Number 25, Owen Spencer. Number 28, Eli Etzler. Number 32, Noah Kosmicki. Number 38, Gabe Zack.
The men's lacrosse match between the Illinois Wesleyan University Titans and the Aurora University Spartans. I'm Hayden Warfield along here with Chris Lebesco, and we're going to be bringing you all the action on the field here today. The Titans right now coming off a very tough loss, losing their first home match in 3 years or 1,000+ days.
That's crazy.
Tough break. A lot of heads hanging down after that last match, so they're coming pumped into this match, looking to defend their home turf and not let what happened last time repeat itself.
Yeah, and they're playing the team too here, Hayden, who they're used to beating here to start off the season. Aurora University, who they won last year, 13-7 game, 10-4 they are overall against this Aurora team. Overall, they've held the record there. They've won quite a few in a row too, but this is a team that they want to beat, start off their season right. It's a team that they tend to see in the play-in for the NCAA tournament as well. So you know that they're playing a good team here today as well, but you want to sort of gain some of that momentum back. They both have played a team in the same. They both have played the same team so far this year. Both teams played Colorado College. Aurora lost to them 17-11. It was a 1-goal win for the Titans. So when you look at the other teams that they've played, there's at least one team, and you would think by that Wesleyan should have a slight edge here today.
Illinois Wesleyan's going to win the face-off thanks to Michael Rocco and his aggressive scooping ability. They're going to quickly pass it back to the keeper, Jamison Zachary. And now it's Wyatt Hart advancing it forward alongside Timothy McHugh. The McHugh brothers, two phenomenal talents on this team. McHugh's brother, Billy McHugh, won CCIW Defensive Player of the Week, so we'll be looking for him to make some big plays on defense.
Yeah, Arnold almost getting a goal there with the long stick as the LSM, so the offense almost getting going quickly.
Ball's given to the ex-attackman. Now here's McHugh trying to find an open lane around the crease. Can't find it. Gives a quick pass. And what a stop there by the keeper, number 15, Asher Deputy.
It was a fake high go low, and he didn't fall for it, was able to still get himself down there to make that stop. But a good ride here, gets the ball back for the Titans.
Titans with possession. A lot of the defense out of position right now. Deputy's forced to come out of the goal to pick up the ball. He's under heavy pressure. Finds the pick to open himself up for a pass.
Yeah, they're heavy, strong side on the ride there. Allows for the deep pass across the field, but passes are a little bit off here. It is still a cold day here today at Tucci Stadium.
Yeah, don't let the sunny skies fool you. It's cold out there, and the Spartans going to start this one off.
So the initial shot didn't quite get to the goal, and then it was just a ground ball quickly scooped up, and your goalie's not really in a position there to do anything about it. So you can kind of see the first one gets blocked out in front, and it just goes exactly to a player, that one being Griffin Joas, as he is the one who ended up getting the goal for Aurora. But that's a little bit of an unfortunate break, because you like that you're getting in front of a shot, not allowing it to get to your goalie. But then for it to just bounce straight to a guy to pick it up and go low to high, that's a tough one to try and stop.
Tough one indeed. The Titans do not like being behind, although they've started behind in each and every match this season thus far.
They've got a lot of goal scorers on this team too, so they have the ability to come back in this game. The big thing for them now is just getting back possession here. Losing this face-off is going to make it a little bit tough here at the beginning. Got to play some good defense to get that back.
So now the Spartans in possession. Chris Bucci trying to find an open lane. Doesn't find it. Gives it to his ex-attackman, who kicks it off to the side. Spartans not really able to find an entry right now as the shot clock ticks to 45. And a bounce shot there by number 25, Owen Spencer, from range. Gets it in.
It's a bit of a tough angle too. You like to usually take those shots on your dodge from up top, sort of inside the football hashes if you can. He was about 1.5 yards outside. That's when you almost expect the goalie to be able to make the stop on, because you can kind of cut off that whole half of it, and he just didn't really, and you can see he's kind of practicing right now in net. He didn't really block off the net the way that he would have liked, which allowed for there to be that extra angle for him to be able to get that shot.
Yep. Matt Arnold comes off the Fogo. Number 11 checks back in for the Titans. Cole Kennedy. As the Titans look to press their attack, here's McHugh. Can't find a shot up top. He's getting double teamed by the Spartans right now. Ball's on the ground. Everyone's scrambling for it. The Titans regain possession, but barely.
And then they lose it there for a second, but they managed to keep it. They got to be careful here. I mean, you still had a long stick player who's still on the field. Like, they're going really fast while they don't even have all of their offensive players in.
Here's the shot. Looks like it was kind of bobbled. Not the way you wanted to go.
Well, Cole Kennedy actually got a decent look, but again, they're going so fast. Like, their long stick player just got off the field. They're putting a fresh long stick midfielder out there because he just got off. So you didn't really even have much time to rest. So you've got to go deeper into your bench right now if you're the side of Illinois Wesleyan. Not that it's a bad thing to do that, but you want to settle a little bit more on offense.
And now White Hart snatches that ball for the interception. So quick passes dropped by the Titans. It was a good look there to number 32, Nate Pound. Unfortunately, they were just not able to put it in the back of the net.
I mean, for Pound, he just took his eye off the ball. He had the opportunity, and he just didn't look it into his stick.
And a missed shot there by number 4, Tyler Forstall. The Spartans maintain possession. Titans will breathe a breath of relief there. So that was a really good look by the Spartans. Long shot here. Ricochets off the crossbar.
So it's 2-0 right now, and all the momentum, even though they were closer to the shot there for the Titans, is on Aurora's side. The Spartans are controlling pace really here, and I think that the Titans have been going too fast for themselves, and now they've got a turnover as they were finishing their clear.
Especially in the first 2 games, you really saw them play a slow offense, really work the ball around, look for the open man in the middle. That's not what the Titans are doing right now. They're just going for it. Titans get aggressive on defense. They push the Spartans all the way back to the center line. If you're new to lacrosse, you can't go back over that center line, much like basketball, once you've come over the halfway mark.
You can go all the way to it, though, and it's a lot of room here. You're basically half a football field.
Spartans continue to work it around. They give it to the man behind the goal. Going to look to dance around the crease, but he gets warded off. Quick pass to the middle into number 23, Dylan Cranjus. And he gets it in the back of the net to make it 3-0 early in the first period.
So the offense that we're seeing right now from Aurora, it's a lot of two-man game that they're kind of playing. They'll play like a 2-2-2 offensive set with a lot of rotating players off ball. And that's kind of what you see here. They set up the dodge on that near side, and then he's just looking for the player cutting. And then there's just not anybody defensively there to put the pressure on to stop that player from getting in. I didn't see if he worked a way around a pick or anything like that, but that's a lot of what you see in that two-man game. Those two guys who are on the crease, they'll set picks for each other, try to get each other free. They'll move around. They'll swap with the two guys up top to try and free themselves up, depending on what sort of play you're trying to run. But a lot of it is two players working together, and right now for Aurora, it's working well.
Titans, again, playing a quick game.
I mean, now you've got all of your offensive players out there. So now it's just get set up, get what you want offensively. And well, apparently they don't. They're actually subbing out some more players.
They're going to bring in number 19, Jake Cahoon. He's been one of the top goal scorers for the Titans thus far. Mad scramble for the ball around the 10-yard line there. No team firmly gaining possession. It's going to go the way of the Titans. 41 remains on the shot clock.
Well, this is a little bit of luck for the Titans there because they almost turned the ball over, and Cahoon just got on the field.
Yeah. You got to give props to the Spartans. They're making it very difficult for the Titans to score, especially with that shot right there by Cahoon on the sideline. They're playing very aggressive, very in the face of the Titans.
And they still had a long stick player out there. They've been very slow to make these changes too.
Titans bring it back up top. Here's a shot fired from range. Bounces past the goal and out. Possession going to be maintained by the Titans.
I don't mind those high to low that maybe you get a bounce out of it too. Shots, the angles have just been a little bit not what you would like.
Players diving for it. Goes the way of the Spartans. Just able to get their stick just a little bit further than the Titan offense.
This deputy was the one, too. The goalie is the reason why they have this possession here for the Spartans. I mean, the goalie diving, and there was nobody at X. I mean, generally you like having someone at X that had pulled all of their players out front, but if you're going to do that on the offensive end, you've got to bust down to that line once a shot comes free, and they haven't done that so far.
And a massive subs coming off the Spartan bench right now. They're looking for fresh legs here on defense.
I was trying to see, I think maybe it was offsides or something was getting called, but it doesn't matter. Still, for the Titans, the ball. They get a shot from one of their long stick players. It's a pretty good shot. But again, I feel like they're just going so fast on offense right now. They haven't felt settled to me on offense.
Definitely not. Very panicky, and I think that's due to the Spartan defense. They're very in the face of the Titans. It's a defense they haven't really seen much of yet this season. And you got to think this is a bit of a younger roster. They had many fifth-year seniors graduating, so a little less experience on the side of the Titans right now. Titans work it to the middle, kick it back outside. Long shot low. It's blocked by the defense.
Not a bad shot, but it's so far outside. I mean, you're almost outside the box with where you're shooting that. And I think I just saw a flag go in the air, too, so it looks like a penalty's coming on the Titans.
Advantage to the Spartans. That pass is blocked, but the Spartans quickly scoop it back up. Now here's Forstall. Shoots it. Zachary stops it. And now we'll see what that penalty was about.
I saw him signal for a slash. Just don't want to see who it's on.
Looks like it's going to be on Titan number 17, Owen Miller.
I didn't see where it happened. It seemed like it was off ball where the slash came. But, I mean, slashes are usually pretty easy for officials to see, especially if it seemed like the official was like right on top of where he was. So now you got to see the kill here. I mean, there's a chance here to go up 4-0 right now if you're the Spartans.
Spartans taking their time. 71 seconds on the shot clock. 6.5 on the game clock. They're working it around the crease. Titans really have collapsed in on this crease, not letting the Spartans get in close.
Yeah, it's a box and one, but your box guy is kind of really close down low.
That was a good pass into number 6, Chris Bucci.
And that's what you're going to see when you're watching a team work on their man-up opportunities, is that they're going to look for skip passes like that, where they're going to go from one side of the field to the other. Draw the defense to one side, look for the open players that should be wide open on the other end.
Looks like Spartans are going to get the ball back on a flag.
Yeah, as I say, it's a dead ball foul. I don't know why we're not just getting whatever the call is here. So now we got to see what it is. I don't know if it's going to be a technical call here or if we got another slash or something.
The Titans could potentially be 2 men down, and the Spartans have a golden opportunity to increase this lead.
We just got to wait and see what the officials make as the call here, too. If I see the signal, I'll be sure to let you know what it is. Another slash, it looks like. So it's going to be another minute penalty. And I think they said, I was trying to hear what number they were saying that one's on. 41, it looks like, is I think the number that he said. So I think that's.
Although 41 just got subbed out, Langosh went out and Cole Kennedy went in. So it doesn't look like it's an
81.
actual.
Maybe it was 81 then.
Don't see 81 taking a knee here yet, is it? It's a confusing call here. Not quite sure. We'll let you know when we get it cleared up.
Or is it a call? Oh, it's 51 on Aurora. Okay, so it's a slash on Aurora, so it's not on the Titans. It's Griffin Joas is the one who gets called for it.
Uh-huh.
So that's why the ball. We're actually going to have even lacrosse here of 5-on-5 lacrosse instead of 6-on-6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ball originally going the way of the Spartans, but the referees reversed the call, saying no, it's actually Titan ball.
And if you're the Titans, you can either wait for your penalty to end, have the man up, or you could try and score and then have the penalty, but now it'll just be man up offense.
That's exactly what they're waiting for. Good strategy here by the Titans. Looking to play quick ball. No entry yet. They're going to give it to their ex-attackman, Timothy McHugh. They try the quick entry pass in the center. It's swatted down by the Spartans.
They rotated their offense and tried to get it to a cutting player that on the space that was open just didn't get a clean pass to him, or didn't catch it cleanly, I should say.
Shot clock ticks down to 35. Soon that Spartan player is going to be released. The Titans need to shoot soon if they're going to score on this man-up opportunity.
Well, they're starting to get now the penalty's over. They had a player open in the middle, and again, it's just taking your eye off the ball a half second too soon. It was Cahoon this time, the guy you want in the middle getting an opportunity, and he just didn't hold on to the ball. So now, you're Aurora, you're back to even strength. You just go on the offensive attack. And you can see they haven't even tried to really attack at the net yet. They've got all of their guys out now, and now they will start to actually get into their offensive set.
Mm-hmm. Now Spartans on the X. Kick it to the sideline. Up top now, back by the 40. Shot clock is at 25 seconds now. Spartans need to make something happen soon if they don't want a shot clock violation. Finally get some space down the left side. Titans do a good job of closing, though. No Spartan with a shot. Shot is finally fired, but it's high above the net. The Spartans only have 7 seconds left. Quick shot, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to be a shot clock violation on the Spartans.
They had a good look. They just, again, couldn't complete a pass here. This time it was the Spartans not being able to get it to the open man cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
And now on their ride, they play one attackman low, the other two high, but that's easy for this Titans team to break, and now they get back onto their offensive end. So good defense there, too, by the Titans. They really kept everything to the outside for the most part, didn't let them dodge in for an easy opportunity.
And now here's Pound. Gives it to Burghardt. Burghardt fires. Down low, it's swatted away by the goalkeeper, number 15, Asher Deputy. Deputy right now saving 100% of shots.
And to be honest, the shots he's seeing have all been really far outside. I think he's way okay with some of these.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing has been super, super difficult for him to save just yet. Just that one early one. That was the only one that was difficult.
That one bouncer, but So far, it's really credit to this Spartan defense. They're just making it so difficult for the Titans to get a lane. Attempted pick doesn't go the way of the Titans. They're going to have to give it to their ex-attackman. Here's McHugh. Trying to find his way around the crease. Can't find it. Kicks it back up top. Here's the shot down low. It's stopped by the keeper. And now Deputy going to take it all the way near the 30-yard line until he finally gives it to his attacker.
Well, that was smart, though, as a goalie. He makes a save. He didn't really get on top of it, but he knew that if he just pushed it to an area where no one was, he was going to be able to run free from everyone else, and now they've got this fast break opportunity.
Zachary caught out of position. Shot by the Spartans. And number 52 sinks it into the back of the net. That was Nolan Hartman.
Yeah, Hartman, I mean, he's just the beneficiary of what the Spartans were able to do. They had the extra player as there were substitutions happening, and they were able to just get a quick goal. I mean, if you're able to catch a team like that, it's easy to play the game with some of the goals that they've been happening so far. And when you look at quality of chances, this is the big difference. Even though we had a lot of shots from Illinois Wesleyan, where those shots have been taken for the most part have been in favor of the Spartans. The Titans' shots have all been outside except for the one where you had the fake high go low and your goalie just makes a great save.
Rocco wins the faceoff, immediately takes off towards the goal, dishes it to McHugh. Now Rocco finally going to sub off. He was looking for that early goal. Now here's McHugh. Tries to fire to the back of the net, but again, it's Deputy stopping the shot.
Again, I think that's one that Deputy, you're fine with shots from outside there. The good thing here for the Titans is there was a slash call. We'll see who it was on, but they're going to be man up for a minute here. And it looks like it's going to be number 19. That's Zach Klug. So he's in the box for a minute here. You need to get something going. Man-up offense, a good way to do this as well. They didn't get that much time on man-up offense earlier because they had the penalty that was ending for theirs. So now they get a full minute here to work things out, get things going.
Now here's Cahoon with it on the top. Titans so far have been unable to penetrate the middle. Cahoon fires from range, but again, Deputy is there. Finally, the Titans put it into the back of the net off a rebound, and it's Jarrett Brunson getting his first goal of the season.
A really good goal from Brunson, just cleaning up that rebound that came off of Deputy right in front. It ended up getting scooped up into the air, and then he's the beneficiary of it just coming right to him, and then he quickly sticks that one in. I mean, here's the thing, though. That's still, you're happy with the goal. Mm-hmm. You're happy with the goal if you're the Titans. You're not happy with how that man-up offense was run because you still didn't really get the greatest of looks. Your first look was that you finally got a decent look there that ended up leading to the rebound. But even that one, I don't think they're 100% happy with if you are the Titans.
Yeah. Looks like a face-off violation on Rocco. It's going to go the way of the Spartans. Titans still down 3 here in the first period. And game clock at 45 seconds. Shot clock irrelevant right now for the Spartans.
Yeah, they can hold on for the last shot if they want to.
Going to quickly swing it all the way around the goal. One thing about the Spartans, they're so quick and effective with their passes. Quick and precise has really led to these great offensive looks.
That was a good save for sure.
And that's what Zachary is capable of back there in goal.
This is another thing here as you see the pass get missed there, resulting in them turning the ball over. They've had a few fast break opportunities, and they haven't connected on their passes. If they just connect on these passes, they're going to have a couple more goals, or at least prime opportunities on that.
And the Spartans just wind down the clock here in the first period. So after the first, Spartans up 4-1. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Titan Sports Network.
For over 175 years, Illinois Wesleyan University graduates have made a difference in the world. Do well, do good, and achieve more than you ever thought possible. Find out more at iwu.edu.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
And welcome back to Tucci Stadium, where the Spartans up 4-1 against the Titans on their home turf, and the Titans got some work to do. Chris, what do you think the Titans need to do to get back in the game here in the second period?
Well, I want to see them settle a little bit more on the offensive end. I think that they've gone too quickly sometimes. They don't complete their changes. They don't let their offensive players get out onto the field before they're trying to get offensive opportunities. Now, I get it. Sometimes you want to try and catch a defense sleeping, but they've done this 4 or 5 times in a row sometimes on the offensive end. Let your offense get set up on that side of the ball. The other thing that they need to do is clean up some of their passing, especially some of these quick passes towards the middle, either on fast breaks or when there's a player wide open in the middle. Those are the passes you've got to be making sure that you complete. You got to watch that all the way into your stick to give yourself that prime opportunity that you're going to get, because this is a beatable goalie. He's a good goalie. They definitely have a pretty good goalie on the side of the Spartans, but Deputy is not invincible. It's a giant goal that you're trying to protect. So you have to be a little bit better at making sure that you have those high-quality chances. And defensively, you've been spending a bit of time there. It's tough to say what to do defensively here because a lot of it's been off-ball stuff. That can be really tough to beat. But winning the draw there would have been really good if you don't lose where the ball is when you try to scoop it from the turf.
It's just these small little mistakes adding up that's giving the Spartans these more offensive opportunities, more shots.
Yeah, and you'll see they play a lot of 2-3-1 as well here for the Spartans. Generally, they'll do these dodges down the alley here, and then they'll look for something off of it for their second opportunity as they'll dodge backside now.
Here's Forstall fires high.
See, now these are some better shots that you're making them take as compared to quarter number 1, right? He's outside. We talked about the hash marks being inside there is where you like to take shots from more often than not. Not that an outside the hash mark shot is the worst shot in the world, but quality is better the closer you are inside. Like that one there, you're happy with a guy who's that far outside taking that shot from a sharp angle. Your goalie, you expect him to make those saves.
Yeah, with that kind of sharp angle, your goalie can really just put his body against the post and stop it just like that. But now the Spartans taking their time a little bit more. A fake there. Brings it around the top. Forstall.
They've been doing a lot of work from up top here right now, too. I think that they've been attacking better from down low, but they are trying to attack from up top, trying to attack these midfielders with the short sticks. Some good defense there. Just keep him to the outside. Don't let him get inside and have your defense have to slide for help.
And what a shot there by number 56 of the Spartans. That was Luc Dupont putting it in the back of the net off a bouncer.
Number 56, Luc Dupont.
Looking at this one again, it's a feed from down low that eventually gets worked up high. And then that's a shot you're normally okay with a guy taking. He's like 20 yards out when he takes that bounce shot almost, maybe 15 yards. That's one that you think your goalie should be able to save. But the bounce shot is tough because you're starting to go down and then it bounces right over you like it did. That's a tough save sometimes for a goalie to make.
Yeah. Looks like a face-off violation on the Spartans. Titans going to take early control here. They get their offense set up. Long sticker still in. He's taking it straight to the goal, and it's blocked by Deputy.
And for Billy McHugh, that was a great opportunity that he just had. He just didn't finish it. But again, I get that he created a great opportunity. I want to see offensive guys doing that. I don't really want to see my defense being so heavily involved in there as that they have. Long stick players on offense, I'm not the biggest fan of, but we've seen a lot of long stick players being involved on the offensive end for the Titans here early on before they sub out all their players.
Yeah, Billy McHugh is a threat indeed, but you need to have your offense being the main go-getters.
Well, and you just need to get your offense going. Like, they really haven't gotten any sort of rhythm up until this point, right? The only goal you have is off of a man-up play. That's it. You haven't had an even strength goal yet in the game.
Oh, that was dangerous for the Titans. Zachary caught way out of goal. If that Spartan had just turned around, he would have had an open shot.
I don't even think he realized the 10-man ride was happening. Because if he did, he had a goal. He had 100% had a goal.
Spartans realize they are the dominant threat right now. They are looking calm on offense, being patient, waiting for the right opportunities.
Very patient. Again, they're getting their offense set up, and we've seen all of their goals attacking from behind.
Here's Henry left, trying to dance around the crease. It gets warded off. Now the Spartans kick it back up top near the midfield line.
I mean, at least you're working them down in the shot clock right now, so the defense of the Titans has to be happy with their performance so far in the second quarter.
20 seconds left on the shot clock. And the offense just getting battered to the ground. No penalty called. Play will go on. Titans have possession now in midfield. Open in the middle. Takes the shot right into Deputy. Not even around him. Just straight into the center of his body. That shot taken a little too quick. And now the Spartans have regained control. It's a long stick midfielder. Taking it all the way to the other end. A penalty flag has come out. But it looks like it's going to be on the Titans as it's advantage to the Spartans. Now here's Forstall. Under a lot of pressure, the Titans finally pick it up, but we get a whistle.
So I want to go back to the fast break here first, okay? So beautifully run until the shot opportunity. We'll get the call here as soon as we see what it is. But when you're a lefty going against a righty, shooting top left is the worst place to shoot because you're putting it right where the goalie's stick is. You have to shoot anywhere else. You make it too easy for a goalie there. So that's the only problem that they had on the fast break. So we'll see what they end up making as the call here. Looks like Coach Iannucci isn't happy about something with the call as well. We'll see what they're calling. Looks like it's it's a locked-in penalty. I didn't see a signal for what the penalty was, but it's going to be locked in. So this is going to be full time that has to be served here for the Titans. So this could be a great opportunity for the Spartans to extend this lead back to 5.
As Brody Jones an attackman, so the Titans not going to get really any good looks for about a solid minute here. Luckily, they still have their defenders out on the field.
They're going to go back to that box and one. You've got to try and keep those shots to the outside. Don't give them the easy skip pass that they're looking for. You'll see, they'll try and get the defense to over-rotate, and then they'll look for something.
Spartans, 60 seconds left on the shot clock. Forstall with it up top. Kicks it to the side. Low shot just past the feet of Zachary. What a shot.
And that is the sort of shot that I was talking about that you would be okay with them having, is those farther outside shots. But sometimes you just beat the goalie. It's a big net that you're shooting at, and they have been having a little bit of luck on their side too.
And the way he kept it so close to the ground was just masterful. Didn't bounce near virtually at all. Zachary forced to go all the way down to on his knees and still not able to get there in time.
Yeah, Jamison Zachary is, he's been tested a lot here early on. I mean, 6 goals already given up here in this first half. And I think you're going to have a timeout taken here by the Titans. Now, the other thing to remember here, too, I believe that was a locked-in penalty. I thought I saw him give the signal, the official did, for it to be a full-time serve. We'll find out in a second if there's anybody in the box once we're watching the face-off. You can still have 3 players up at midfield. It's just that one player has to stay on the one side because you still need 3 plus the goalie back. That's the important thing to remember. So you can have only the 2 on the one side, but you need the 3 plus the goalie back on the other side. I mean, here in this timeout, I think if you're the Titans, you're just kind of talking about finding a rhythm, giving yourselves opportunities and just completing and not having these little mistakes that are really costing you, because they could have 3-4 goals right now with a couple of the opportunities that they have created for themselves on the fast breaks. So completing the fast breaks and then settling down more so on the offensive end. Get in your offensive set.
I agree wholeheartedly. Just taking a breather. You're not under the pressure to tie it up here in this half. You have a whole 2 other periods to play in the second half. Focus on getting 1-2 goals going into the half, and then build on that in the second.
And there's no 2-point line. That you can only get 1 goal at a time. Like, just take it 1 goal at a time. Get set up the way you want. You know, I get that they're pushing pace and they're looking for those fast break opportunities, but if they're not there, get settled. Get settled. They still need to settle themselves down. So there is still the player in the box. So it is, although I think we're even as far as numbers, it looks like. I'm just trying to see if we're even on numbers. That's what I've been trying to tell here so far.
Jones still on a knee down there in the penalty box.
Yeah, so he's still in serving time.
Yeah. 80 seconds on the shot clock, 10.5 on the game clock. Titans in possession. It's Timothy McHugh with it. Gives it to Cahoon.
Sorry, they are still down a man. So they are in a 6v5 right now, so they've got to try and kill off the rest of this penalty. And
there we go. The penalty is finally released. Jones back on the field, and here's Tim McHugh putting on the moves with a spin move. Doesn't work this time. Tries to switch it, but it's swatted down by the long stick defender.
Yeah, really good job reading that pass by Zach Klug. He saw that he was trying to go for the skip pass, just put his long stick in the way. As a righty, it's easier for him to do that as well.
Wild pass picked up by the Titans. Now the Titans again playing with speed. Not exactly the fast break opportunity we're talking about.
There was a player, though, and he missed it.
Yep. Still trying to find his way in. Not good is the shot by number 32. 32, Nate Pound.
Pound had a good look there again, too, and he just put it into the body of the goalie and Deputy. I mean, Deputy is having a good game, but I think that they are making it too easy on Deputy sometimes when they have these in-close shots.
Now the Spartans put the pedal to the metal. That shot ricochets off the right side crossbar. But Spartans recover the ball. They're with it near the midfield line.
They're lucky that wasn't a half inch the other way, because that would have been a goal.
And again, the Spartans find their way past Zachary. It's Chris Bucci putting it between the legs of the goalkeeper. That's going to put the Spartans up 7-1.
That was just a well-placed shot, too. I actually think it was on his hip side that the ball ended up going. And, of course, it froze there for us here. I'm sure you saw it at home, but for us it froze. But it snuck by him either, like you said, either between the leg or right off of his hip. And that's a really tough one to stop. He is a lefty goalie, so to stop one on that right side is really tough to do.
This is tough for Zachary because you don't want to get your stick too low to where you're leaving the top side open, but right now you might want to cheat a little bit to the lower corners because that's where the Spartans seem to be shooting right now.
Maybe just hug the post a little bit more, I think, is what he needs to do, at least for these righties that are coming down that near side. They've been looking for his off hip, that area.
The ex-attackman now for the Spartans with the ball. Got some space around the crease. It's closed off, so he passes it up top. Now a shot fired into the back of the net by number 55, Owen Meyer from Prior Lake, Minnesota.
This is also in part for Illinois Wesleyan. Bounces are just not going your way because that was not an intended pass for Meyer. That was intended for the middle. That was Owen Spencer, who he was trying to get the ball to, and he ends up just getting a little bit of luck. It bounces right to another guy, and he gets a quick shot off, and the defense isn't ready for it, and I don't think that Zachary was ready for it either.
Definitely not. Titans in a very unusual position. They're down by 7 on their home turf.
And again, we talked to you at the beginning of this broadcast. This is a 10-4 record that Illinois Wesleyan has against Aurora. Generally, they have been the dominant team in this, and it's not like they beat them by a ton of goals or anything every time they play. This is still a team in Aurora who usually makes it at least to the play-in tournament. They've been their conference champions so many times, too, for the Spartans.
And this game's starting to get really aggressive. There was a dog pile there on the face-off. Big collision there on the left side. Now Spartans have the ball.
Now, 7-goal lead seems like a lot, but in lacrosse, this is still a lead you can come back from, but you got to start here on the defensive end.
And Spartans fire it up into the top, just below the crossbar. It's number 23, Dylan Granges. And the Spartans now lead by 8. Again, a lead they can still come back from, but the Spartans aren't slowing down at all. If anything, they're speeding up.
Well, and here's the thing. You see that one is because nobody gets possession of a ground ball. A ground ball that there's so many white jerseys around the ball, and you're not coming up with the ground ball. That is killer no matter what. And I think this is a good timeout by Coach Iannucci here because your team, I know we have a lot of young players that we're seeing come out on this Titans roster, but the fact that they have come out this way in this first half is really tough against an opponent that wasn't going to be easy. Sure, you own the record, but they are a team that you have to respect the skill that they have on offense and on defense.
Yeah, they are a team that's just as aggressive as you, if not more aggressive right now. And right now, they're making the smart shots, not just the powerful ones, the smart shots. Because right now, Zachary only saving a .357. He's usually sitting comfortable around a 50, 67 range. But right now, only a .357 saving percentage for Zachary, where on the other side of the net, Deputy having himself a day thanks to his defense, sitting at a .917 save percentage.
Yeah, I think, just looking at it, you're not seeing the guys that you would expect to be involved right now either for the side of Illinois Wesleyan. Like, we haven't really said Cahoon's name that much. Dretska, we haven't said his name either, I think, at all so far today. Some of the guys who were involved in having that win last time haven't really been involved either in Crafton Nordal. Like, there's a lot of names that we're not saying right now that we normally would probably be saying for Illinois Wesleyan. People who have been, Nordley. We haven't said Nordley's name yet either in this game. And those are guys we have to be hearing from if Illinois Wesleyan's going to come back. It's got to start here on the draw. You've got to stop giving them – you've given them too many possessions so far. Some of it has been just because of some violations and some other stuff. You've had probably a few too many penalties here in this first half as well. Like, nothing is going your way right now for Illinois Wesleyan. You have to make something start going for you now.
Looks like it's going to be Matt Arnold on the faceoff. Faceoff goes between Matt Arnold and Michael Rocco. And a big hit there off the faceoff, but Wesleyan recovers. Quickly tries to dish it to their attack, but it's a free ball there in the middle of the field. McHugh recovers it. Arnold race off the field to get his offense set up.
Now you can at least get it set up here on the offensive end. And again, they're starting to dodge. They're still not quite set up. I don't like how quickly they're going, and they're not set up yet. Like, they're still getting guys off of the field. Get set with your offensive players.
Also, Wesleyan just playing very cramped there on the left side. You saw about 4 players. Oh, that was beautiful. What a play by Timothy McHugh to get that one past Deputy.
Timothy McHugh.
Now, McHugh there, he saw that he had an opening, right? So you have the initial just little dodge there, and then he gets himself free and is able to just, I mean, that's a pretty shot that he got off as well, able to fool the goalie. I mean, you need more stuff like that where you're taking advantage of whatever the defense is giving you. Make it easier on yourself, make it harder on Deputy. So that's a good start. But now you need to keep the momentum going your way. You still got 6 minutes here. You can get a few more goals. You can cut into this lead a little bit more.
Rocco on the face-off. It's scooped up by the Spartans. Spartans wasting no time getting their offense in motion. But you can already see the difference here between the Titan defense and the Spartan defense. The Spartans backed off, let their subs get onto the field. The Titans just haven't been doing that.
Well, and even still, even if they threaten to attack, they're not threatening in a way where they're going to get the ball taken away by the other team. They're still making the defense move, but they're making them move to an area that really benefits them as far as the changes that they're making. And if they see an opening, they take it.
And looks like that shot gets past Zachary too, as he comes too far outside of the goal. And just a wild side shot makes it past.
Well, he comes out to cut off the angle, right? But the problem is if you're going to do that as a goalie, you can't allow the hands to come free of the guy taking the shot. You have to either deliver a hit that's going to put that player on the floor, or you've got to be able to have your stick in a position to tie up his stick to stick, so that way if he does try and get a shot off, it's right into your stick. So he just has to play that a little bit better. He's played decent in the goal, has Zachary, but that's one there that if you're going to make that decision to come out of your own crease, you have to do it more aggressively.
Titans now with an offensive opportunity. Oh, and number 9 gets hit. Brody Jones. Flag out on the field. Play continues, so it's going to be a penalty on the Spartans when possession changes. Titans really getting pushed away from the goal here by the defense. Oh. Almost makes it past Deputy, but just ricochets off the sidebar. And now the Spartans scoop it up, get possession. We'll see what the flag on the field is for.
Owen Miller has to be just devastated that his shot was just not a little bit more to the right, just a half an inch, and that's a goal. He hit that side post on the far side, and I mean, that was a beautiful shot. See if we get the call here. I didn't see the official. I think they're going to give us the call right now. I think it's a trip, was my guess. Oh, push with possession, so that'll be a 30-second technical. So 30 seconds here, that's still man-up opportunity. 30 seconds isn't a lot, but it's still enough to get a goal.
Right now, the Titans 1 for 2 on extra man opportunities. Not a lot of time to work with to take full advantage of this extra man opportunity. And Spartans are playing smart. They're really crowding the goal right now.
I think they might have had a little bit of a push there without possession, so I think that's why you're seeing them restart from outside the box.
Also, the glove of one of the Titans attackers came off in that play. Titans passing quickly. The penalty is released. Fires to the bottom right corner. Timothy McHugh puts the Titans at 3.
McHugh right now is the player that you've got to be looking for if you're the Titans. He's the hot hand. He's got another goal that's 2 in a row from him. The penalty was already over, so they were back to 6v6. He's falling away as he gets that shot, and he got a lot on it low. But even though he got hit, his hands were still free. If your hands are free, you can make things happen, and that's why he's able to get the goal there. The big thing here, though, for the Titans is you didn't really get much on the man up, but at least it ended up creating something afterwards by tiring the defense out for all the extra work that they had to do.
Definitely. Contact there on the face-off. Pass almost dropped, but the Titans maintain control. Going to give it to their man on the right side. It's going to be number 9, Brody Jones with it. letting his attackers get inside. I like this from the Titans, finally letting their offense get set up. They're playing a much calmer game right now that they've scored a couple.
Yeah, you want to see them continue to get set up here. I think they got one more player who's waiting to come on to the offensive end. If somebody's going to oh no, and he turned his back and he got the ball passed to him and he didn't realize it.
Oh.
That was Billy McHugh. I was looking for the long stick player who was still out there because they had on the defensive half, they had a short stick player waiting, so you can change players on one side and then have them come from the midfield line once that player comes back across. But of course, he didn't realize that the ball was being swung around to his side, and then his back was turned and it went right past him.
Just under 4 minutes remaining in the half.
So I think they're playing a little bit of zone right now too, it looks like, for the Titans.
I like this adjustment. The Spartans like to shoot up close, so playing a zone's not a bad idea.
I liked it better when they were playing more aggressively, though. I mean, they play pretty aggressive when they play their man defense. And I'm more of a fan like that. This team has some shooters. I don't know if you want to give them some of these looks that it looks like they might be able to get.
Spartans not really able to penetrate the center. Tried to switch it. The interception is dropped, but luckily Zachary saves it. Gives it out to Dretska. Or sorry, to Sline, not Dretska. We haven't seen Dretska make an appearance yet. And the ball swatted out of McHugh's stick. He's not able to get a shot off. Possession going to go the way of the Titans.
McHugh's lucky that he got bailed out there by the Spartans, and I think they...
Were Titans maybe offsides? Is that what that coach is calling? No, it's going to be a timeout, it looks like.
I think the Spartans coach wasn't happy with the fact that they got the timeout, because I think you're right. Maybe the Titans were offside. It doesn't matter now, but either way, timeout for the Titans here. Hold on to the possession. But as I was saying before that, McHugh's lucky that he got bailed out, that they even have the ball right now, because he went to load up and he had a trailing defender. That's easy. When you load up, you're leaving your stick out there for the trailing defender easily, and that's what happened. His stick got checked, ball came free, just happened to bounce Illinois Wesleyan's way. I mean, for them, they haven't had many bounces go their way here in this first half anyway, so it's nice that one finally does for the Titans. But when you look at it offensively there, they kind of had a fast break, didn't really get the opportunity. Probably better just pull it out, get set up offensively, and then go. Like, they're looking for those fast break goals because of how many they're down by, but you're not always going to get those opportunities. So I think here, good timeout by Coach Iannucci. Set something up before you get into the end of the half. Try and make this a 6-goal game if you can. You know, you want to get maybe 2 if you can here before the quarter ends. Try and get it to 5. But at least get 1 here. Set up something good on offense. You'll already have all your offensive players out. You won't have to worry about setting up that way. You can go into your offense straight out of the timeout. Because, again, we've seen they get a little too aggressive. They get a little bit, having that long stick player sticking around for a little bit too long on the offensive end, leading to some of these problems where you have your long stick player finally going back to the defensive side, and then it's a turnover because he has his back turned and the pass was coming to him.
Yeah. Titans really need to eliminate these kinds of errors if they want to make a difference in the second half. Right now, just trying to shrink the deficit is all they can really do.
And now they also, I think, play a little bit of that two-man game, so you'll see them usually set up 2-2-2 as well. I think they've done a couple other sets too. Trying to do too much work by yourself, though, right now.
Here's a shot from up top, stopped by Deputy. Shot coming from number 17, Owen Miller.
Now, something we talked about, I think, off-air, but you like to change. Oh, and there's a flag as well. Another flag coming on to the Titans. You like to change your plane when you're doing your shots. High-to-high shots will drive a coach insane, especially if it's high-to-high stick side, which is what that shot was.
Now the Spartans with the ball. Number 20 getting checked, but he gets past 2 defenders now. Spartans with an opportunity, dancing around the crease. Wesleyan's defense is now set up. It's no longer wide open. But the Spartans, ooh.
Well, unfortunately.
Unforced error in the pass.
Unfortunately for the Titans, though, they don't get the ball here because it looks like it's a 30-second technical that's going to get called on them. So it might have been offsides. I think that might have been what it was.
Potentially, yes.
So either way, 30-second technical is going to be the call. So 30-second man-up opportunity for the Spartans. I don't like giving this team anything else right now. This team has been too hot. I think that you've got to play some really good defense here on this one, showing box and one at least right now for the Titans on the defensive end.
Spartans work it to the inside. Sharp shot. And thanks to the diving efforts of the keeper, Zachary, it's going to go, the possession is going to go the way of the Titans.
And now it's the Spartans' turn, getting maybe a little too excited with something that they're given. In number 6, in Bucci, he had the cross crease pass to a wide open player on the near side.
Oh, man. A Hail Mary attempted by the Titans, but the pass is too far, basically straight to the end line. And now the Spartans have the ball with 77 seconds on the shot clock.
The good thing about doing that pass is even if you don't get it, you've wasted the rest of their penalty. So you're back to even strength. So you don't want to see a turnover, but that's one that you can accept, especially now they turned the ball over themselves, and now you're back to even strength. So now try and get one more goal before the period ends. Make it a 6-goal game going into the second half.
Wyatt Hart pushes his way past the defense.
That shot, not a bad shot from from number, I can't even say his name. Langosh, thank you.
Weird spelling, but simple pronunciation. It's one of those names.
Langosh just didn't get it on net. He did get a lot on that one in that alley.
Right now, McHugh holding it behind the net, looking for the entry pass. Bouncer goes to the left of the goal. Possession is going to be maintained by the Titans. Shot clock irrelevant with 29 seconds remaining in the half. Oh, and a dropped pass. The Spartans are going to scoop it up. Lots of time for the attack. It's a 4v5 right now as the Spartans try to get their attack set up. Now even numbers.
I mean, you just have to go here. There's no holding on to keep the ball. You've got 8 seconds. Just try and get a shot.
She's got to fling it to the back of the net. Here's the shot. Zachary stops it, and that will end the half. At halftime, the Spartans up 10-3 on the Titans' home turf.
I think that was a mistake by Tyler Forstall there at the end for the Spartans. I think that when he was wrapping around at X, he should have tried to dodge on the left side of the net and try and get something there because of how much time was left. He got to X, and there was maybe 18 seconds left. I know you're making substitutions, but there's not enough time for those substitutions to matter. You're going to get a higher quality shot than anybody you're going to pass to up top, more than likely. So I think that was a mistake there at the end by the Titans. But again, they have a 7-goal lead. Like, they can make a couple of mistakes right now. For the Titans, at least they don't allow another goal. I think the big thing for the Titans is you got to get things going on the offensive end. I think the defense is actually playing pretty decent for the most part. I think this is a very potent offense on their end. But offensively, you're going to give your defense more breaks the more time you can spend on offense, and they've had a couple of just really costly turnovers that are really making some of the differences here.
Well, we'll see if both teams can clean it up in the second half, but we're going to go to a break here on the Titan Sports Network.
Just want to add strains. We wanted to add results. So at Just Thrive, we were very specific about finding strains that work synergistically to improve the overall microbiome in a way that you could feel it. For example, reducing bloating, improving the immune response, improving digestion, working on leaky gut. These are all things you will feel when you start to use a product that is formulated in a synergistic way. Try the Just Thrive probiotic and antioxidant and see how microbial synergy works for you.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
That shot stopped by Zachary. Zachary quickly clears it out, but the clear is dropped. These are the errors that were killing the Titans earlier. It's just these passes are not clean.
I also don't like, I get you want to try and create a fast break there, but I don't think it was going to be one anyways. I think if you're clearing as the goalie there, if you're Zachary, I think you're better off slowing things down and just running the clear the proper way. You know, we talked about settling down on offense. Settling down on the clear is not a bad thing to do here either.
Definitely, because right now Aurora's dictating the pace of the game. If Titans can just slow it down a little bit to their speed, I think they'll find a lot more success. But Spartans still firmly in possession this period. Taking their time, the ball all the way by the X. Dancing around the crease. No room for a shot there. Swatted down, but recovered by the Titans. Big check, but no penalty drawn. Zachary scoops that one up. And again, the clear's not clean. Titans able to make the most of it, though, turning this into a counterattack opportunity. Here's Cahoon. Fires! Gets it into the goal.
That was a great shot that led to the goal there.
19, Jake Cahoon.
Cahoon making a difference. And also, you have to give all of the credit in the world on the man who makes the pass to Cahoon. And also Cahoon also just absorbing that player who comes into him as he gets the pass. But Gamelgard is the only reason that happens, because that was not a good pass on the clear. And he's able to somehow scoop that one off the turf and turn it into the semi-fast break opportunity.
Yeah. Good play by Gamelgard there, but now the Spartans again win the faceoff. And it's Forstall. Kicks it back all the way to Henry Leff. Down the sideline now. The Titans no longer playing this zone. They're really starting to man mark here.
Yeah, they've only, if they do play zone, it's usually only for short bursts. They are generally a man team, and that's what we're seeing here now. They play pretty aggressively out towards the edges of the box. They'll even play outside the box too sometimes. Depends on how aggressive they want to be. And they're kind of gone into a 1-4-1 now for Aurora to try and attack this aggressive man offense. Similar to the 2-2-2, you still have a little bit of two-man game in there, but they turn it over this time, and now fast break opportunity here.
Quickly to the center, fired quickly right into the stick of Deputy.
That is the one place you put a shot that will drive not just coaches crazy, it drives me crazy as a former coach and player, is when you go high to high stick side. Anywhere else, take that shot, and I would be okay with it. But when you go high to high stick side, it's just too easy for a goalie. It's too easy. Just making him have to move his stick from one side to the other makes it that much harder of a save to make.
And now Spartans in the X-attack position. Quickly dish it right back to the man by the crease. Doesn't work.
Tried to do a little give and go there, but the defense wasn't falling for it, and they've switched back into that zone defense once again.
And a shot fired into the top right corner, and it is a shot scored for Owen Spencer.
And another thing that'll drive you crazy, too, when you watch it happen is when you miss one that you think you probably should have had. I feel a little bit bad there for Jamison Zachary, because I think that's one that he wishes he had back. I mean, Again, though, wasn't to his stick side. That's one where he has to try and come across his body to make it on the other side as a lefty. So you're at least making it a little bit more difficult, but that's the one thing, though, too. When you're playing a zone like that, those are the shots that you're going to give up. You're going to give those outside shots like that. You almost expect your goalie to make those ones. But again, if I'm making my goalie make those saves on the outside, I'm making it where those shots are coming from the other side, so his stick is easier to make a play on the shot.
Pound now with the ball. Gives it back to his teammate, Kennedy. Kennedy to the ex-attackman. Tim McHugh. McHugh dodges his defender, goes low, puts it in.
That's textbooked how you want to dodge as a man from X. There's a spot that you want to get to. It's like a triple threat position. You want to get there, and then you have multiple things that you can do. And you're going to see what he does here is he feels the pressure from that defenseman that he's on his upfield shoulder, so he skins back the other way to get himself free inside, and the help defense is way too late to get there. That's perfectly what you want to do. When you get to that spot, you have to see or feel what the defender is doing and make your move based on that. He felt where the defender was, and then he just rolled the other way inside to get that one and free himself up. The other thing that you'll see sometimes is if the defender is playing more on his inside, he'll try and roll over the top of him to get himself free. That's the other move that you can do there. Or you make a pass to somebody who comes open if the slide is really quick.
Quick pass to Cahoon up top. It's a 2v3. Pass is dropped to Tim McHugh. No foul is called on the check there, and Spartans are going to get the ball.
And that's just a missed pass. McHugh just couldn't handle it. It was a little too hot for him to handle. And it looks like Cahoon's got a... Well, he's playing attack right now, actually. So we've been seeing him play a bit of midfield. He's playing attack right now, and he's still a little bit ginger.
Spartans now with the ball. 9.5 remains in the period, and 50 seconds on the shot clock.
So it looks like they're going back to that zone once again. So you'll see that they're not going to quite play outside of the box here. Now it looks like they're going to switch back into the man.
Spartans having a hard time finding the open lane. Finally finds it! Shoots it left side. Gets the goal and brings the tally for the Spartans up to 13.
Slide was really late there on that goal. You see that they had a little bit of pressure on the fake on the pick, and then it's confusion of who's supposed to be the man hot. And that's what leads to the wide open shot opportunity. And again, if you look at where that shot was taken, we talked about inside hash. That's a great place to be shooting at. That's so much of the net that you get to shoot at compared to shots from outside the hash. So a prime area if you're going to be taking a shot, even though it was about 10 yards away, that's too close to be free.
Titans win the face-off. Cahoon now with the ball. Tries to dance his way through the defense. Can't find an open lane. They're going to give it to McHugh on the X. And now there's the shot from number 41, Jeremy Langosh. We haven't said his name much this game. Titans are the closer ones. They're going to get the ball, but again, a missed pass.
I'd say that was well over and back, so I'm surprised that it took so long for the whistle to be blown because the defender for the Titans touched it and was already across the midfield line. I feel like they lost where the midfield line was for the officials.
Mm-hmm. Now the Spartans again with an attack opportunity. Spencer with the ball. Can't find an open lane. Gets it back to Bucci.
So it looks like they're going to man here, but it seems like they're playing a lot more relaxed of a man than they were earlier, not pressuring outside that box.
And Bucci brings it all the way to the other side for the bouncer, past Zachary, and the Spartans up to 14.
I'm a little confused on the defensive end now because I feel like they're playing a little bit too lax, and it seems like they're not sure when to help on the defensive side. I didn't see, it didn't look like there was anybody playing on the crease here. So they've been playing multiple sets on the side for Aurora, and I don't know if that's just making the communication more difficult on the defensive end of knowing who's supposed to be that help on the defense, who's supposed to be the slide. But it seems like that might be the case of what's happening here. So giving them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine where they're switching between the zone and the man. Now they're making it more difficult on them. And now you start to see the Titans get a little bit more aggressive defensively here. I think this is when they're at their best, when they're playing outside the box, tight man defense.
Spartans do a good job of navigating that high-pressure defense. Titans seem to be going back to that lax man defense now.
Well, you see they are chasing outside the box, though, and putting pressure on those adjacent passes at least a little bit. So this is different than how they were playing defense just those last two goals. But here's where things are important, is knowing who is the slide.
Zachary stops that bouncer.
That's okay, too. You didn't have a slide there because you didn't need it, but you also kept the shot outside of the hash marks, less angle for the player to shoot at.
Now Cajon with the ball. Trying to bulldoze his way past his defender. Can't find the lane. Gives it to Kennedy.
Has to be careful with that offhand, too, there. I mean, he was just trying to get himself free, but via push-off, that's an easy call for the official to make.
Oh, and the shot by the Titans is high. Cajon was looking for the give and shoot. Doesn't work out, but now the Titans with another offensive opportunity. 40 seconds remain on the shot clock. And this Spartan defense is relentless.
They have been creating some decent opportunities. And there's another one.
Kennedy fires it from near the 20-yard line past Deputy.
I think you're seeing the offense finally start to get into a groove. I think putting Cajon on attack has actually helped settle them down a little bit. He's only creating opportunities when he sees them, but also he's just getting involved in the offense in other ways too. So you have a couple other guys now starting to come alive. You've just got to keep the ball rolling. You're still down by too many. You've got to try and close this gap. You've given up still too many goals on the other end.
Titans really thrive on late game pressure right now, so the Spartans need to be aware this could be where they start to break out.
Now here's the decision you start to make too, is we haven't seen any 10-man riding as of yet, but I think you're going to have to start doing that soon. Not all the time, but I think you have to throw it in there just to throw off the Spartans. Although you haven't really been in a situation too where you can ride the way that you would like.
Titans taking their time with it now.
Again, this is something I wish we would have seen sooner, though. It's good to see, but I think that's part of why you're in the hole you are for the Titans.
Yeah. Burhart passes it in. McHugh, under a lot of pressure, gets pushed all the way to the outside. Behind the back, pass to Cajon. It's bobbled a little bit, but he finally gets possession.
He's just got to find the pass earlier than that. When he absorbs the double team, somebody's wide open. You just have to find that man.
And Cajon, the pass just dropped. It looks like Cajon stripped up.
That'll keep the possession here.
Cajon lipping a little bit, but he's going to remain in play. And now here's Burghardt. Can't find the open shot. Dances back into the center, gives it to the X-Man. McHugh going around the crease. Deputy deflects it with his stick.
And they are getting aggressive. This is a 10-man ride, so you've got to get aggressive on the ball. If your goalie's out like this, somebody needs to be aggressive on ball, but they're making substitutions here on the 10-man. You can't make substitutions if you're going to do a 10-man ride either.
And Zachary gets in front of that just in time. That was dangerous. If Zachary hadn't gotten a hold of that, that's a wide open shot.
You give him credit, though, because he's the only reason this happens.
Almost thought Zachary was going to take it all the way to the goal there for a second, but finally some sense gets knocked to him. He goes back to the goal.
Extremely smart of him to do what he did. Go on the offensive end and find somebody to pass the ball off to. Like, your goalie is the only reason you have a possession right now.
Give credit where credit is due to goalies. Deputy blocking a .750 right now with his save percentage.
You have to make it pay, though, on offense here. That's the thing.
Here's Pound. Fires it past the keeper.
So we'll see, too. Penalty came through right at the end there. I think he got slashed. So he's still I think that the penalty will still go, too.
Yeah, penalty is against the Spartans, so I think it's a non-releasable.
We'll see here. We'll see what the call is from the official here. Slashing, 1 minute. They will be man down, though. So you got the goal. and you have the penalty, you can cut into this lead a little bit more. By the way, fantastic goal from Nate Pound. We kind of talked about how you kind of want to get above the crease and make those moves. Wasn't quite the area where you like that move to be, but he knew where he was in relation to the crease and was able to sneak himself free to get that goal.
Just under 4 minutes remain in the third quarter, and the Titans really found their groove. The majority of four of their goals have come from this quarter alone. And now they only trail by 6.
Essentially a full minute of man up here.
Oh, quick fired shot just bounces off the side post. Breath of relief there for the Spartans. Yeah, that was close.
That was a good shot, too, from Brody Jones. Just nobody stepped to him, so he just took all that space and got that beautiful shot off. Just hope that it doesn't hit post next time.
Oh, and that pass behind the player we talked about. You have to lead your passes. Can't go behind them. And now here's Nate Pound. Trying to give it to Kennedy. Catches it on the bounce. Now McHugh on the inside. Fires just past the goal on the right.
The problem with taking a shot like that is you don't have anybody. Everybody's playing basically above goal line extended on a man-up situation. You really don't have anyone at X. So if you're going to take a shot, it better be a high-quality shot that leads to an opportunity to maybe potentially score. I don't like taking it all on yourself on a man-up. It's about ball movement because you're going to be able to move that defense. When you do something like that, when you isolate, you're not taking advantage of what you have the best advantage of in a man-up.
Spartans now in possession of the ball.
And I think their penalty just ended too, so now they're back to even strength.
So Titans not able to take advantage of the man-up situation. And Spartans looking for their open lane right now. And with it in the X position, kicks it back up top.
They've gone back to the zone here too.
Titans have switched up their defense quite a lot. Right now in the third quarter, it seems to be working. Just under 2 minutes of play remain. Zachary all the way out of goal. Wins the battle for the ball. Oh, not yet. Yes, he does. Finally scoops it up, but he's under a lot of heavy pressure.
The player of this quarter right now to me is Jamison Zachary. He has made 2 plays that have gotten his team an extra possession they wouldn't otherwise have. Coming out and playing aggressive down below when he knows where the pass is going, almost picked the pass off himself, but then puts enough pressure on the ball handler to get the ball away from him.
Now the Titans with it. McHugh on the X. Trying to go around the crease. Dodges. Kicks it to his teammate. And in.
That was absolutely perfect work. He didn't try to do too much. He knew the extra defender was coming and where it was from, and he makes the pass cross crease to get it to the wide open man.
That's just unselfish play, and that's exactly what the Titans needed right now. You can see it. Passes it through the goalie, through the defender, and to his open man. Put it in the back of the goal.
Now, here's the smart thing about this as well, okay? So if he were to take the shot with what we just saw on the replay from where he makes the pass, that's easier for the righty defender to get his stick in the way. That pass across, though, is really easy for the lefty to take the shot, and it's easy to get the pass across to that person because the right-handed defender can't get his stick to the other side into the passing lane. That's good offensive play. That's what you want to see from the Titans.
Titans win the face-off. Some contact there, but it's play on.
I think it would have been Titans' ball no matter what, so they get to keep it here.
Looking for the quick shot. Aren't able to score it, but they'll maintain possession. They got 74 seconds on the shot clock.
This is good by the officials. This should be Spartans' ball because that was not a shot. That was a pass that was missed. Good on the officials to not call that a shot.
Shot clock now irrelevant with 50 seconds remaining in the quarter. Spartans thought they could settle down, but they only lead by 5 now. Very manageable for the Titans to come back in the fourth.
They were doing a zero ride there. Didn't work out, unfortunately.
Spartans looking to dance with it with the time remaining. Going to try and take the last shot here.
So, by the way, for a zero ride, that means all of the defenders or the attacking players are up basically at midline, trying to stop the ball from getting across. Didn't work out this time. They've been changing up what rides they are doing as well.
Spartans kicking it around the box, looking for the open shot. Finally fires, it goes high.
That's a similar shot that we saw them take and score on earlier, just a different way in which they got there.
4 seconds, one last-minute shot stopped by Zachary. Bobbled, but luckily time expires.
Oh,
That was near catastrophe for the Titans.
Jamison Zachary almost threw it in his own net.
Woo! You don't see that every day in lacrosse.
There's a tendency to over-cradle sometimes by everybody. And that's almost what you saw there. Instead of letting it settle into a stick and then starting his cradle, he tried to do that whip around where he kind of just catches it up high, and he almost just knocked it back into his own crease. Luckily, the ball went wide. There's no harm, no foul. They've at least cut into this lead a little bit here thanks to that third quarter. But just looking at how this has gone, this has been a tough go. So they got 2 of those goals back, 5-3. They finally outscored them in a quarter. But they're going to have a huge offensive output. Now, we've talked a little bit about 10-man rides, and if you aren't sure what a 10-man ride is, that is when the goalie comes out and plays a defender, so that way you're able to defend every single player on the field. So basically, you're trying to deny passes, making the clear very hard, and you also have to play really aggressive on the ball carrier. Now, you also, because their goalie generally isn't too involved, you usually leave their goalie open, which means you're usually doubling the ball and denying passing lanes to try and just take the ball away. So that's what you're probably going to have to see more of here in this fourth quarter, because you need to steal possessions. Because, yes, there's a decent amount of time on the clock, right? But you're still down by so many goals. To score as many as they need to win the game, you're going to have to start to get aggressive like that here in this final quarter. Now, maybe they wait a few minutes before they start doing something like that, but this is something that Coach Iannucci is probably talking about with them in this huddle of when he wants that call. And I'm sure he probably makes the call from the sideline anyways, and they probably have a special call for when they are going to do a 10-man ride.
Definitely. It needs to be all gas pedal here for the Titans here in the last period. The Spartans need to stay aggressive and maintain their lead.
Now, once we get down closer to the end of the game, you might also see them when the ball's on the offensive end for the Spartans, them doing not a ride, but they'll do what is called, teams will have different terms for it, Alamo, or some sort of double teaming the ball on your defensive end.
Titans playing a speedy game right now, dancing with it around the box. Cahoon fires, blocked by Deputy, recovered by the Titans. Long stick man still on attack right now.
Actually, I had 2 long sticks on that side of the field.
Finally, the short stick comes back onto the offensive end.
There's still more guys to change, too.
Yeah. Kennedy comes in along with Berghart. Pass to Berghart too far. It's going to go the way of the Spartans.
Those are the passes that you can't have. Guy just coming onto the field. You finally finish your changes, and then you turn it over. So, again, your offensive guys go sprinting right back off the field.
And that was a huge dodge there by Owen Spencer. Gives it to his ex-attacksman, but that pass is long as well. Going to give the ball right back to the Titans.
Sometimes you get a little bit of fortune like that.
Now the Titan offense trying to set up here. We've got the long sticker, Cade Byers, in right now. This has to be an intentional play by Coach Iannucci.
Still got one more sub.
The Titans dwindle the shot clock down to 45 seconds.
I think that's the other problem that I'm seeing here with the Titans, too. They take too long to sub. It kind of drives me crazy.
Yeah. You want to try to get a little quick attack sometimes with your long stick man, but you still Got to get those short sticks in quick if you want an effective offense. But now it's the turnover. Possession Spartans.
I think we might have a offsides here by the Titans. I think is going to be the call. Yeah, offsides. And again, this is the other thing with how they're substituting, because they'll put those players on the other half line. If you're not paying attention and you go offsides, well, now you're down for 30 seconds and you're giving an offense a prime opportunity to take another goal back.
Mm-hmm. Serving the penalty time for the Titans, it's going to be number 35, Nick Donahue.
So the big thing here now, you got to kill this off. You know, you still got a decent amount of time, right? A goal a minute is doable.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a goal a minute, you don't want to go longer than, shorter than, or longer than that right now with how far down you are.
And also, that's a goal with perfect defense. That's a very tough feat.
Right.
Doable, but it's tough. And now a shot here from the Spartans. It goes high of the net.
There was that skip pass that I was talking about that you want to do when you're playing man-up offense. That's the sort of thing. Create those passing lanes by moving the defense to get an open shot across from where you are.
Now the Spartans weaving it around the box.
Even strength now here, too. So now they can start to play man defense once again. So they have gone back to playing man here, too.
Spartans still not able to find a lane. The shot clock dwindles down to 30. Long pass all the way back up to the top of the box. Right now, number 51 in possession, Griffin Joas. Has it for the Spartans.
They're down to 10 seconds here, so they got to get a shot off of his dodge here.
Saved by Zachary. Zachary quickly clears it up. But the Spartans regain possession. Now getting double team, triple team, big check. No flag on the play, but Spartans maintain possession here.
Good no, they did throw the flag on the opposite side. I don't know why that's the guy throwing the flag there when the guy who's right next to it didn't throw it. I don't agree with that. I thought there was two guys, their feet got tangled up.
Definitely too big of a check not to throw a flag. Yeah, you can see the penalty now being called.
"30-second technical" they're calling. So it's only a 30-second one again, but now that's two that they've given here in recent time. You're putting a lot more stress on your defense, which is already trailing in this game.
Not to mention, if you regain possession, you're not really going to have the offensive capability you want because one of your main attackers, Jake Cahoon, serving the penalty time.
Again, though, I think here it's only 30 seconds. Just make sure you get through with this one.
And swatted out of the stick of the attacker. Now it's the Titans with possession.
Good job on the trail check. The attacking, that should be a push there.
Yeah, the flag comes out. Play will continue as it's advantage Titans.
So here's the thing, too. Now your player can come back out there here in a second, so you can hold on and wait for that and then go for the attack once you're back to full strength.
It's a mad scramble for the ball. They're playing field hockey right now. Finally, the whistle is blown.
And this is, once again, Tim McHugh has a tendency to sometimes try and do too much. Mm-hmm. He had three defenders on him. He had Cahoon, who had just come back onto the field, who was wide open, who could have dodged off of all of the space he had created. Instead, he's trying to fight through everything himself and do it as a one-man army. That's just not going to work when there's three guys on you. You've got to make the pass off. Now, lucky for him, they still get the possession here. They're man up. They need a goal here. Make it a 4-goal game with 10 minutes left. You feel really good about what you can do.
And that shot is going to be no good. It's swatted out of the stick by the defense.
It's the same thing you saw happen on the other side, funny enough.
And neither team really getting a firm possession of it here on the offensive third of the Spartans. Mad scramble for the ball. Whistle is blown. Going to be a timeout, but it looks like the Titans.
I think that's a good timeout because you want to make sure you hold on to the possession once you have it. Your penalty, I think, is over at this point. That's not really why you're calling the timeout. You want to get a good offensive possession here. Like I said, try and make this a 4-goal game with about 10 minutes left to go. We're just under 10 minutes, right? The things that you don't like to see on a man-up opportunity is trying to do too much with the ball yourself. Your job on a man-up offense generally is to pull a defender to you to open up offense somewhere else away from the ball. Now, there was a good cross-field pass that they tried to go, but if you're doing a pass through the teeth of defense like that one did, that ended up the deflection and then the scrum, you have to make that a hot pass. That's got to be almost a shot if you're going to pass it through there, because that's where all the sticks are going to be able to get to make a block, and that's exactly what happened. So they still get the possession here. They're lucky about that. But now it's about just setting up your even offense and what you want to do here. But I think for the Titans here, they've at least settled a little bit more on the offensive end, right? They're at least working the ball around decently now. They're getting some decent dodges. The big thing here is McHugh, if he's going to dodge and he's going to draw as many defenders as he has been, he's just got to look for the open guy. That's what I want to see from him right now.
Yeah, more unselfish play like he did earlier when he passed on the dodge. That's exactly what the Titans need. The Titans need roughly a goal a minute if they want to get back in this game.
And I don't think it's him being selfish with what he's doing. I think it's just not him recognizing how much of the defense he's drawn to himself.
Now the Titans. Fire one. That one's fired high. That was a field goal, not a shot.
That was a really good stick from the defender to get that into the shooting lane of Cahoon.
Now the Titans trying to find the open lane, dodging in the middle. They can't find it. Ball gets swatted out. It's recovered by the Titans. Kicked up quick to number 41, Jeremy Langosh. And now fired from Cahoon from the top. Gets past the goal.
That was great offensive work on the end there, where you have the guy start to dodge, see the offensive player popping out in Cahoon, who's got the heavy shot, give it to him in a wide open opportunity. That's a similar position where he took his shot that got deflected and up and over. That was the field goal, except that time he's able to get his hands free. Nobody's able to deflect the shot before he can get it off.
Now back to the face-off. Titans trail by 4 with just over 9 minutes remaining.
That's a lot of time for only 4 goals, especially the way that the offense has really come alive here in the second half. It's just about continuing to get the ball to them. A draw win like that on the face-off, that's going to help in a big way.
Rocco going to take it by himself. He's going straight for the goal. Gets attacked right there in the center, and it's going to be a turnover for the Spartans.
You know, and after seeing Rocco run there, he's not as fast as I thought he was. I kind of wish he would have just made a pass a little bit sooner than what he did.
I think if he had a man next to him on that attack, he could have done a quick dish over to his man.
I think he should have
fired it in
to his left.
Yeah,
I think there was somebody there that he could have passed to. That's what I would have done if I were in his shoes. But I think I'm a little more fleet of foot than him as well, even at my age now. So I think I might have been a little bit more open than he was.
Now the Spartans dancing with it around the box. Pass a little too far. Spartans are getting pushed all the way to the midfield line.
Looks like they're back in that zone once again.
A lot of space around the crease, barely stopped by Zachary. No one was on Forstall.
There's the thing, though. While there was no one there, Forstall didn't get above goal line extended. That's a hard one, even as a righty on this side, to try and get a shot that a good angle. If he gets one more step upfield, he gives himself that much better of an angle to shoot. So that's on Forstall for not willing to absorb the physical contact that was coming once he was above the goal line.
And the offense slips up number 41, Jeremy Langosh. And now it's a mad scramble for the ball. No one gaining possession of it yet.
Unfortunately, they don't come out with the ball there. That's one you've got to, it stinks that you slip, but you got to get the ground ball there.
Definitely. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Titans trail by 4. And Forstall trying to make it so they trail by 5.
And now they're getting a little more aggressive here defensively, too. You're starting to see them go, looks like they're going to play, looks like they're dropping back into the zone again. I think that's what they're going to do here. No, they're starting to get out there and play a little bit more man again, actually, so they've switched up again.
I think Spartans are doing the smart thing here. They're really winding down the clock on every possession. Right now, the shot clock ticked all the way over to 30 as they kick it back to the top of the box.
Don't mind if you're winding down the shot clock if you're the Spartans, but I think you still offensively want to stay aggressive when you do take your opportunities.
Yeah. There's the shot opportunity. Ball going to stay the way of the Spartans. Only 16 seconds remaining, though, and the Titans calling a timeout.
Probably not a bad idea. Let your defense rest a little bit there, especially because you had your one defender just diving for the ball, even though he had no chance of being the closest to where it went out on the shot. I admire when a guy dives anyway. And now Coach Iannucci is talking with one of the officials about something.
Not quite sure what. But the Titans are going to need this one last rest before this 6-minute sprint that they have remaining.
Whatever Coach Iannucci just heard, he wasn't really happy about it, though, either from the official. So he's still talking with him right now, too. I think he's trying to say that there's maybe somebody gave a little shove to someone. I don't know what it was. Either way, now they'll be able to well, it's going to be a flag. I wonder if he's saying that they couldn't take the timeout.
Potentially. Though the Titans still had their timeout left, did they not?
It is a technical. I didn't see what the signal was. I mean, as far as I know, you have more than one timeout anyway.
It's going to be Nick Donahue serving the penalty time for the Titans. And now 60 seconds on the shot clock for the Spartans.
I mean, here's the thing. Box and one, just like they've been doing, their kill has been pretty good on the man up. And then a whistle here.
Looked like the clock wasn't running properly. There was about 10 seconds of play where the clock just stood still. Looks like they're going to correct the clock.
And you can see that Jamison Zachary's not happy with that because that's 10 more seconds that they get back to on the penalty as well. And they were running a pretty good kill up until that point, and he almost picked off a pass as well.
Looks like they're going to reset the clock to 6:03. Set the shot clock to 60. So we're going to resume play right where it would have started off that penalty. This time, hopefully, the clock worked.
Yeah. I mean, you can't give up a goal on this man up. That's the big thing right now for the Titans. This is your focus, right? One thing at a time. Stop this man up. Get it back onto your offensive end. From there, try and make it a 3-goal game. Looks like they're making a substitution here as well for the Spartans.
Spartans now taking their time, weaving it around the top of the box. Looking for the entry, can't find it. The Titans are warding them off. 42 seconds remain on the shot clock.
Penalty's going to be ending here soon, too.
Spartans don't even really look like they're trying to take full advantage of this man-up opportunity. Really trying to waste time more. Pass picked off by the Titans, and now they got a counterattack opportunity. Number 14 barreling down the field. Tim McHugh in to Jake Cahoon. Shoots it low. Beautifully executed counterattack.
That was almost disaster on their defensive end. Jamison Zachary coming out of his crease to play aggressive because he knew the penalty was ending. Ends up causing them to a great defensive play. I think it was Billy McHugh was the one who gets in the passing lane with his stick, heads up play, looks ahead. The player who just came out of the box is who the ball goes up to allow for that fast break opportunity. What an incredible series of events that just happened there for the Titans. And finally, a little bit of luck their way, too, where something goes their way with a little bit of luck because of the steal there that they created themselves.
Now 5:19 remains on the game clock. They're only down by 3. Very doable. Titans need to be quick on the attack. They don't need to rush it, but they can't take their time either.
Well, you're only down 3. This feels a lot better at 5 minutes than if you were down 4 or 5, right? You don't need that goal a minute we were talking about, but boy, would you mind? You wouldn't mind taking it. Oh, if he didn't fall, that was probably a goal. Ball stays 2 with the Titans. They're getting a little bit of luck here. The ball's bouncing their way. Now they just got to take advantage on the offensive end.
Oh! What a shot from the top of the box. It's number 41, Jeremy Langosh, puts the Titans within 2.
No defender ever came. There was no slide to him, so he just loads up and shoots from about 10 yards out. A shot from maybe he was about 12 yards out when he finishes his crow hop. But still, that's a shot you'll take every day of the week, high to low as well, changing planes, something we talked about earlier in the game, and now it's a 2-goal game.
And now the Titans playing some aggressive defense. The stick gets taken out of the offensive hand, and he's down.
Well, did we ever have clear possession there, though, too? It was tough to see what exactly happened to him. I don't think he knows where he is right now either.
His helmet came off of his head, and he was stumbling. We may have a concussion on the field.
Hopefully he's okay. I didn't see, because the player was trying to get the ball, and his stick came up into his face. So he is able to get up under his own power, it looks like.
Yeah, probably got the wind knocked out of him. He suffered a big hit by the hands of two Titan defenders.
Hopefully he's all right. I mean, I think it's Titans' ball, too, so you know, it's unfortunate for the Spartans. For the Titans, though, here's another offensive opportunity. Now you can make it a 1-goal game.
That was Scotty Weiss of the Spartans. Now the Titans going up against a cold defender with for just under 4.5 remaining on the clock.
They have all of their offensive players out, too. That's the one thing, too, is they got all their substitutions out of the way early because of that.
And now here's the shot. Puts it in the top left. The Titans within 1.
They just left him wide open. He makes a nice move around a defender. And again, there's been no slides the last few goals from Aurora.
Aurora's defense just falling apart, and the Titan offense coming alive as they always do in the fourth quarter. This is a fourth quarter team, and the Spartans call a time out. Can they clinch this one up? We'll find out when we're back here on the Titan Sports Network.
Welcome to Titan Table Talk, the podcast that takes you inside Illinois Wesleyan athletics. Each week, I sit down with Titan coaches and student athletes to share their stories, analysis, and insights on what it means to be a Titan.
We all just really love each other and want to support each other.
We just have a really strong family component.
Tune in to Titan Table Talk on YouTube, IWUsports.com, and 88.1 WESN every Monday at 7 p.m.
Welcome back to Tucci Stadium, here where the Titans are putting on a historic comeback against the Spartans. At the beginning of the half, they were down by 8. Now they are within 1. And with the way this Titan offense is playing, it looks like they could take the lead.
Well, and here's the thing, too. You win another face-off, you've got an opportunity to just tie it up right now. You know, Michael Rocco has done a fantastic job here in the second half, winning some of these faceoffs and giving his team extra possessions. You win another one here, you're really in the driver's seat to get this game back even.
You gotta love Rocco's faceoff style. Just gets right into his opponent. And the Titans pick it up. Pass it back to Zachary. Zachary dishes it to his defender.
And now here again. Take your time. Get set up. You have 4 minutes. You don't have to rush to tie the game.
Langosh playing with some speed, trying to find an open man. Finally finds it in Brody Jones.
Good job coming to be an outlet, too, by Jones. And this is smart, too. Jones taking it behind the net all the way around to allow his team to sub.
Oh, and a drop pass there gives possession back to the Spartans, but that defender getting bombarded. The ball's out of his stick now, and the Titans going to pick it back up.
You can see that the Titans right now, they are playing with fervor. They are not allowing anything to go.
Titans now with it around the 35-yard line. They got 65 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to take their time. Oh, and a pass goes over the head of Berghardt. Luckily, Langosh is there to pick it up.
Langosh trying to call out for something he wants his players to do. Looks like he's setting up here.
The offense kind of stacking on the left side here, probably trying to open up the right side. Langosh switches. Fires from range, but that's just so wide of the goal. And we got a defensive player down right now.
Yeah.
It's number 19, Zach Klug. On his knees there in the crease.
He's made a couple of really good plays for this team, too, so that's tough to see, especially he was having trouble just standing up, and now he's getting a little bit of help, too. Seems like it might be his left leg, maybe his knee, with how he was kind of on the ground. You hope it's nothing too serious.
Didn't look like he made contact with anyone there. It's probably just another one of those situations where he landed wrong on it. And
you have to hope so, or because if it was non-contact and he's down, that's real tough.
Now the Titans with it. Try to kick it back up to the top of the box. But the pass is intercepted, and now the Spartans taking it downfield. It's number 24, Grant Rice, the long sticker. Gives it into his offense. A diving play by the defense is missed. The goal is wide open. And just like that, the Spartans back up too.
Joe is the one who scores there. I mean, what an incredible job to just get low to even handle that pass and then to finish it off. Unfortunate series of events. Jamison Zachary's aggressiveness not paying off there that time, trying to make the play to keep his team within one. Instead, it's a 2-goal game now. Now this is when you start to really get aggressive if you don't get possession here if you're the Titans. Offensively, you got to go fairly quick too.
And this is where Zachary's probably going to have to come out of the goal again to make more defensive plays.
This is where you start to see those 10-man rides if you don't get possession.
Yeah. Titans need a goal a minute right now. Clock takes down to 2. Quick pass. Quick shot. It's in the back of the net for the Spartans. 2 back-to-back goals in less than 20 seconds. And this has turned into a nightmare situation for the Titans.
Now, I think that you're seeing, I think Zachary was trying to say that I think he was in the crease. I don't know if he was or not.
And, of course, our replay freezes. Oh, here it goes.
So we'll see here.
Here's the pass.
Now, he was outside. He falls in after the shot's already passed. So that's a good goal. The unfortunate thing here is you had a little bit of confusion of who was going to go on the 4-on-3, who was going to be the man to fire, and then that just made Zachary late to come out to try and intercept the pass, because I think there was a real opportunity if he was aggressive out of his crease that he could have intercepted that pass before it got to the offensive player. It's still a 3-goal game, minute 50 left. You get a quick goal here, you might have an opportunity.
You need a quick goal, a face-off win, another quick goal, and then another face-off win. That shot's wildfire. Now the Titans, minute 40 remains on the clock. Shot clock nearly irrelevant at this point.
You really can't take too much time getting set up offensively, though. Now is when you have to go quick.
Oh, and a missed pass to McHugh. That would have been ideal for the Titans as he's right there in the crease, right in front of the goal. Now the Titans trying to dance with it. They don't have time to dance. They got to get going. 1:15 remaining on the clock. Shots fired, stopped by Deputy. Back into his own goal.
It bounced off of him. He never fully got control of it off of the shot. I think it was Cahoon.
Goal by number 19.
I think it was Kuhn indeed. Just realized you need to fire a shot, need to try to get something in. Yeah, bounced out of his stick and back into the net.
So you got it back to within 2, okay? So a minute and 10 left. If you get a fast break off of here, that would be the most ideal thing. If you can win that way, if you're the face-off man, and I think is it Rocco again?
It's Rocco. Rocco, a very good Fogo player, wins the face-off. Not able to scoop up the ball, though. It's a scramble for it. Rocco going to come off the field. Titans going to try to set up a little something. They don't have much time, though. They got to get going, got to get inside the box for a shot. Give it to Berghart. Berghart can't find his way through. He's got some space down the right side, getting pushed away there. Just throws it for a Hail Mary into the center. Clock ticks to 38 seconds. The Titans need a shot desperately. Fired into the back of the net.
Brody Jones has made it a 1-goal game again. You've got 33 seconds left. What a finish we're having here. 1 goal again. Again, if Rocco gets another win off of the face-off here, this is where things can really get interesting. This is also, we talked about the Alamo earlier, right, where your goalie's going to be coming out if it gets onto their defensive end. Also 10-man riding. Everybody's playing aggressive here on the side of the Titans at this point. You have to make sure any possession that they get for the Spartans, somebody is on the ball, ideally 2 players.
Rocco looks like he wins the faceoff, but he's getting pummeled there in the center.
That's going to be Titans' ball. That should be Titans' ball.
How is that the way of the Spartans? This is crazy. Rocco gets pummeled and the Spartans get rewarded. But the Titans are going to pummel right back. Spartans have possession in the offensive third. Defensive players checked. No flag out on the play. 13 seconds remain and the Titans can't get anywhere near the offense. They need something right now. Iannucci's going to be up in arms with those last few calls. And Zachary pushes one off. The Spartans soar it in the air, and just like that, they take the win. 15-14 off a controversial call in the center.
If anything, I thought that was going to be on the Spartans. I am just shocked that was a call against the Titans on that face-off, because it looked like Rocco had won it cleanly, and if anything, he was being impeded from being able to play the ball. It looked like he was held, and then they call it the other way. That's what shocks me more than anything else, is that it looks like he was held up from being able to play the ball. But in the end, Aurora, if they're going to make the call for you, you don't complain.
Yeah.
You don't complain at all. And they did an effective job of running it out. But I think there's one thing, though, too. Illinois Wesleyan was scrambling. They didn't really know how to play out aggressively on their defensive end. We talked about that Alamo call that teams will have. Well, you're supposed to have 2 players on the ball, and everybody else is supposed to be locking players. And you had players confused on who was going to where. And that ended up with resulting in allowing for the Spartans to just find a free man, pass the ball, and end the game. I mean, it's a valiant effort. Like, you have to give the Titans all the credit in the world for coming back. They just fell short. And it's early on in the season. If you're going to fall short, do it early on. These are very correctable mistakes, I think, on their side.
And I think it just shows where their weakness is. Their weakness is not in the late game. Clearly, they're a team that compete. It's just earlier in the game. They can't really seem to find their rhythm. They need to find what makes them tick early in the game so they can get plays like this going, and they can take teams like the Spartans no problem.
Well, it's a very confusing thing, right? Because like they are a team that clearly is good in fast pace and pushing pace and things like that. But sometimes it will cost them, and it'll cost them dearly. And it did in the first half. Because they were going too fast for themselves, they ended up giving a lot of turnovers, giving the ball back over, never settling on the offensive end. They gave a couple more possessions that are the difference in the score here for the Spartans. They really locked things down in the second half. I mean, they were the better team in the second half. There's no doubt about it. They just unfortunately couldn't finish the comeback. I mean, you look at it, the biggest difference is the first quarter, because they gave up 4 goals and they only scored 1. You have a little bit better of a first quarter, you probably come away with a win. The fortunate thing, though, like I said, this is only the 3rd game of the season.
Yes.
You have a lot of time to correct these mistakes. This is a very young team that we already talked about as well. A lot of younger players coming in, stepping into roles, because you had a lot of seniors and 5th-year players who were the leaders on this team last year. So you're starting to see who some of those players who are really stepping into some of those spots. I think Cahoon is one of those players in particular, played especially great second half.
But that'll do it for this one. Titans go to 1-2. Spartans go to 1-1 here at Tucci Stadium. Thank you for joining us on the Titan Broadcast Network. I've been Hayden Warfield along with Chris Lebesco and the rest of the Titan Broadcast team. But thank you for joining us, and good night.